Well, I've been fooling around with all these bells and whistles here on this hangout day of Saturday, 1 o'clock, and I got stuck. Yeah, so that's why I'm so late. But anyway, figured it out. I just love technology. I really do. I like it. Came to it late in life and just got totally turned on by it. So today's topic, I know you're excited to hear, I'm going to just adjust a little bit there, is program number 22 for She Self-Help Energies. And I am Sandra Longmore. And I love, love, love that you're here to listen to this broadcast. And you can listen to it here on Google Plus, or you can listen to it on YouTube. Isn't that the most fantastic things ever? That you can have all kinds of ways to get great information. So my name here is for Self-Help Energies, for personal development, and that's for you, to help you up-level your life and for me, because I wouldn't want to do this if it wasn't for me too. So today I put together a broadcast about summer. And we have a wonderful summer day. We also have a lot of allergies going on if you're one of those, and I have a little bit of that too. And I just gave one of my coworkers here at our art school a wonderful allergy pill that helps, and it's at the dollar store. So not only do you get something about summer today, you get the idea that maybe you could use this pill. It's called Comtrex, and this is a non-paid advertisement because you can get it at the dollar store. You can get a lot of things at the dollar store. You know that? So this week is about summer and what makes you want to just take off and spread your wings and fly. I mean, that's what we were meant to be, is able to fly at any age, any part of life. But before we do that and go into learning how to really fly, no matter what age you are, you still have that ability. I'm going to talk about last week's broadcast. So last week was all about how to have the best summer ever and how to achieve that even if you're in the second half of life. Well, last week also was about being trapped, and sometimes we do feel trapped, and that doesn't feel good, or you may feel trapped, and yeah, I do too. So sometimes you might feel, I just don't like the way I'm feeling. I feel I'm too young, and it just feels like a trap. Or I feel like I'm too old, and that feels like a trap. Or I feel like I'm too busy, I got too many projects, and that feels like a trap. Or I feel I'm too dumb, and that feels like a trap. Well, you get the idea. Yeah, life is not meant to be a trap. So I explored different ways that you can get over that trap. And actually, for the last 3 broadcasts previous to this one, I did share different levels of the trap. So sometimes you're feeling like you're just really, 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 really trapped. And that's the severe stage, where you want something so bad that you can taste it. You can taste it. And rather than have that nasty taste in your mouth, figure out how to get rid of the trap, because when you're feeling that way, you're really in a severe stage of the trap. And then before, I also talked about the other 2 stages, and the other 2 stages was, the first one was, oh, it's just a ho-hum of life, or so same old, or just, just kind of a just even or maybe below even feeling about life. No excitement, no passion. And that stage is really kind of a bad one. It's a very bad one because it's a silent killer. And if you have that silent killer of just being okay with life, then where's your passion? And where's your excitement? And where's your discovery about new things in life? And then in the second stage is where I want something different. You know, you might be saying, I just plain want something different in my life. Well, I talked about just getting on the Cannonball Express for that, finding something different in your life and get going into something different. So becoming aware of where you are in the first place is the best way to recognize the trap. Because no matter how much you whine or bargain or want to change things in your life by whining and bargaining, it's not going to work. That's a trap. That's thinking in lack. So step one of the learning of the last 3 broadcasts is pretty obvious, isn't it? Get out of that darn trap. Yes, get out of that darn trap. Life happens, and this is why you want to get out of that darn trap. Life happens when you are out of the trap. That's when life happens, when you have those higher vibrational feelings. So you learn that if you listen to the don'ts and the musts and the shoulds of everybody else, you are not going to have anything happen that is good in your life, because you're so busy answering how you could do the shoulds or the don'ts. So the first thing is, don't listen to them. Just don't listen to them. And listen to maybe vibrational quotes or quotes that make you feel higher, or get a good book and just fill yourself with good feeling thoughts. Explore nature. Look at the wonders of nature. I mean, look at this day. This is a summer day, bright sun. You can see it on my head. Bright sun. We have sunlights here in the studio. So bright sun, summer, nature, birds, anything to lift your vibration is going to help you get out of the trap. It's all about energy. It's all about shifting the energy. So now on today, how about that best summer ever? How do you find out how to fly? Well, first of all, did you notice that summer really is here? Yeah, have you heard those birds chirping and a nice soft breeze and maybe walking? Maybe you take some walks now when the day is just about ready to end and you get that beautiful red glow of the sunset as it sits on the trees or lights your path. Well, then there's the smells, and the smells of summer are so awesome. You know, there's nothing more memorable than a smell. And one scent of the smell of summer can just fill your head with childhood memories. Maybe you think about yourself as being by a lake in some place, or with your friends talking about how much fun you're going to have on the camp out in your backyard. We did a lot of that camping out. My dad had this big, huge canvas tent. Took forever to put it up, but he put it up every year, and we would get to camp out in it. So it was just an exciting time of my childhood. And you know, you are connected to the changes in weather, and they can help you. The changes in weather can help you become more whole and feel a sense of balance, especially when you're in that second half of life, that second act of life. Now, I am among one of the many that are honored to be in the second half of life, because summer is really special to me. I was born in summer, June 28th, on a full moon, I'm told by an astrologer, on a full moon day, and 1942 in the baby boomer years. So that makes me 72 years old. And I love, love, love being in the second act, or the second stage of life. So, just as nature changes and has its seasons, so do you. And to keep on top of your game at any age is to find a common theme, a common denominator. So June June, the first of spring, is a perfect time for any new projects, for fulfilling the promises you made in the early months of the year. June is the beginning where there is no sign of fading growth. There's a lot of hope in June. But what about if you kind of feel like you are fading as you age? What about if you look in the mirror and you see yourself not in the June of life, the new beginning of life, but something quite different? What is it you see? See, I need a little more light. Let's see. What do you see? Well, take a minute and write down what you really see and think about it as you look at yourself in the mirror, just like I just did as I looked in the camera here at my image, and I thought, oh, wow. I just moved my paper, and I'm very, very light there. Woohoo, hi. So lots of light here. So just take a moment right now and write down what you think of yourself as you look in the mirror. And the idea that life is over, maybe you think that as you look in the mirror, the idea of life being over because you look different and you see things in your face that are happening that are very, very different. Well, that's a trap, one of those traps, and it's not going to help you get your goals or have an enjoyment of what you have earned by having a history. That's a long history. 72 years of life is a very long history, and I'm very happy to have that history and to share some of it with you. So I want you to know that you're not, if you have those feelings, you're not alone in those feelings of being less or unworthy. So take a deep breath. Take a deep breath of June. Still adjusting. So take a deep breath. Take in June. And the start, think about this as the start of the best season of your life ever. Now, you might find some difficulty doing this. Did that breath kind of get stuck in your throat? Well, that's because the media shows people over 50 as being more undesirable than those who are 20 and 30. Can you imagine that? There's so many of us now, too. So, also, the reason that's handled that way is because it sells. Yeah. The pharmaceutical companies want to sell us on the downside of aging, on the downside of having a history on the planet. And they're going to bombard you with meds that are going to pick you up and help you feel good and everything like that. When all what you probably really need to do is get out and take a walk in nature, start an exercise program, drink more water, eat good and healthy. So a lot of our ills are because of our nutrition and our exercise levels. And another reason we might feel that way is because the way of feeling like, that life is really kind of getting over, instead of passion, discovery, and excitement about being older, you might be feeling that way because we don't see very many models of healthy, wealthy, and wise people over the age of 30 or 40. We just see those ages on the media or on the TV. But we are healthy, we are happy, and we are abundant. Yeah, we really, really are. So what could you do? Well, in this broadcast, I wanted to show you that common denominator of feeling, how you can be better in that second half of life. So the first thing you could do is find yourself doing things you always wanted to do. So make a bucket list and make checks as you accomplish things, things you write on that list of the bucket list. And number 2 is you can create your dreams anew. So look at what you've always wanted to do, but you couldn't. Maybe a new career, or become a great painter. The sun is following me here, and I'm moving as the sun follows me. just full of light here. So, create your dreams anew. Yeah, why not? Look at what you've always wanted to do but couldn't. Maybe a new career. Yeah. Or maybe become a painter, take an art class, come to my art class. You know, I do have adults in my art class, and some that are well over 50, and they absolutely love just opening themselves to the creative discovery within. And number four, another thing you could do is just find some new friends that are enjoying their status in life, of living the life they are. And as a little secret, as you start to enjoy life more, as you smile more, as you develop this happy attitude of life, you will get, these friends will be attracted to you, because that's law of attraction. Law of attraction, you know, is a magnet, and it attracts to you whatever you're giving out. So if you're excited about life and you're excited about your new discoveries, the old friends are going to kind of go to the background, and the new friends are going to come forward, or the old friends are going to come up to speed with where you're at. And that's very, very true. It's been true in my life. So you can create, you know, you do have some retirement income now, and use some of that to do what you always wanted to do. And do something different than you've ever done before. And that brings wonderful shifts of energy. I really remember standing on a cruise ship on the very, very top deck, and I had never, ever been on a cruise ship. And this ship was so big. And as I looked down at the harbor and all the little tiny boats down there, because I was so high, then I had this sense of an energy shift that was amazing. I felt I was going to go to a new place. I had never been before. We were going to the Mexican Riviera. I had never been there before. I was with my Law of Attraction buddies, Michael Lozier and his friends who had joined this high vibe cruise. We had all signed up for it. So I knew I was going to get new information from Michael and happy thoughts, because everybody in Law of Attraction world has practices high vibe in it. So it was an awesome, awesome feeling. So I was trying something brand new. So you try something brand new, something you've never, ever done before. Take a cruise, or go to a city that you've never been before. Just hop on a bus and go someplace and experience the discovery of something new. Now, another really good thing to do is become optimistic. And I told you why just a little while ago, because you're going to get more, your fishing is going to be a lot better with everything in your life when you are more optimistic. And just avoid those negative thoughts. You know, don't try to figure out the past, your past life conditioning, and oh, poor me, you know, whine and cry. I just had this terrible childhood, and my mother never supported me, and never, you know, I mean, this just makes you shrink, shrinky dinky dink. So, you are awesome. You are wonderful. So explore your awesomeness and your wonderfulness. Be optimistic. Avoid those negative thoughts. Don't try to figure it out. Just go for where you're at right now, in the present moment. And take deep breaths. Take deep breaths of this beautiful moment of spring. And smile a lot. Smile a lot actually has great health benefits. That's what my yoga teacher says. He says, when he's got us in one of these twisty kind of yoga poses, he says, smile with a happy face. He said, that will help you get into that pose a lot better and a lot more successfully than your frowny face. And it does. It reduces your stress level, and it does just kind of relax your whole body, and it's a lot easier to create those yoga positions, even the difficult ones, when you have an inner feeling of happiness. And no one Absolutely no one can resist a smile. Everybody loves a smile. So in conclusion, this is the best summer ever for you. This is the best time of your life because you are the main character in your life story. And your story at this point is on a yardstick of aging. Now, the yardstick might start at 0 and end at, I don't know, 93. I saw some guys on TV last night at 93. But as I get closer to this part of the yardstick, excuse me, I think it might be a little bit further, but I don't know. I don't really care. When I'm ready, I'm going to be ready, and I know I will be. So this is your yardstick of life. Start it right now. This is the beginning. 72 for me. It might be 50 for you. And this is the end of the yardstick. And you don't know where the end is going to be. You might be just ready to go at at 55. You might be ready to go at age 14. So whatever age you are ready to go, you're ready to go. So start your yardstick right now and start the tools that will help you have a more optimistic life full of discovery and happiness and new things, new adventures. So, Sandra, okay, this part is, what was this all about, Sandra? Well, today's broadcast was about finding your personal value no matter what age you are, 14 or 72 or 92. Because you are unique. You are unique in living a life so unique that there's no one else like you. And your life needs to be lived on this planet. And life is too full of fun things to love and to embrace and kiss tenderly, to not live your life to the fullest. And life is too full to not find something to smile about. It's hard to say smile without smiling, isn't it? So today what you learned that this is the best summer ever, 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 ever. And it really is true because you have many, many summers left in the world. And as you get older and wiser every single day, you're going to have a good reason to get out of bed in the morning. Take a walk in that sunshine, or even if it's raining, get an umbrella and keep a smile on your face. And when you first get up in the morning, that's the time to set those good feeling thoughts. According to Abraham, that's the best time to set those good feeling thoughts because you're all rested and your mind has stopped trying to wrestle down the solutions and the problems in your life and make solutions. So in the morning, when you first get up and you go into the bathroom, look in the mirror and say, I love you. I really, really love you. That just feels good. Doesn't that feel good to just say that? And look at this, the sun has found me again. Yay! So how do you do this successfully? Well, maybe you're not convinced. Maybe you're not convinced how to do this successfully on your second half of life. Well, of all you know, it really is the unknown. I'm going to turn this just a little bit more so I don't have quite so much sun. Woo-oo, it's going back and forth. I'm probably going back and forth. That's kind of on my hair there. It's kind of pretty. So anyway, yeah, maybe you're still not convinced of how to live the second half of your life well. Well, of all, it's unknown. Who knows? I don't know. I'm going to leave today and go into someplace else. Actually, I'm going to a memorial for one of my high school friends. Her name is Claudia, and she was one of my good friends in high school, and her husband's having a memorial today for her, and she's decided to, leave. And so you never know. You never know when you're ready. So live today. It's very, very important to learn how to discover and create and build and to really, really see. You know, as artists, that's what we always tell our students here. What you learn here is how to really see. Ooh, that's kind of pretty, isn't it? That's what you want to know, is how to see. Because then you'll see proportions and values, and you'll see that common denominator of a theme. Because you're here to do all this successfully. You're here to live a successful life. So keep on smiling and bring in the great healer of the smile, to bring on bigger and more wonderful, fantastic things. And that is the most fantastic thing, is the emotion of happiness. Happiness really trumps everything. It is a fantastic word and emotion. So do the happy dance, sing the happy song, and find out how to lift your vibration, and everything in your life will shift accordingly. So this is Sandra Longmore, and I am signing off for now. I have a wonderful broadcast for you next week, and next week will be the third week in June. So go to my internet site, sandralongmore.com, and find out. I also have my iTunes listed there. Facebook me, Sandra Longmore on Facebook, and just become my friend. Email me, sandralongmore@sandralongmore. Everything's under my name. I keep it really, really easy that way. And tune in to the other broadcasts here at Creating Calm Network, CCN. We also have a Facebook community. It's called Creating Calm Broadcast Group, and it's open to anyone. And also check out all the rest of the broadcasters here. We're a fantastic group. We're all uplifters and all living lives that bring us fulfillment and give us the chance to explore them with you, the listener. So bye for now. I'll see you next week. Got that smile. I'm going to have this smile till I stop the broadcast. Eek, there it is. Whoa. You are just too sunny. That better? It's so sunny here. I got dark glasses. Okay, I'm going to stop this one.